intro there was from Friday morning. It is now Sunday evening, and it's my first time back out. I didn't see Jack on Saturday morning. Just a couple does. Not even any small bucks. The thing is if they're sighting in their guns on their own property, I guess it ain't gonna matter 5 days, but they might help me out tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Need all the help I can get. The farmers came in and harvested the beans yesterday. Looks like they had a pretty decent time doing it. Doesn't look, they must have some pretty wide tires on that thing. I think as far as this property goes, I'm only gonna hunt it this week if I can do an all-day sit, because the last 3 times I came out here at night, I've kicked up deer. Kicking them up in the dark is a little bit different than kicking them up during the day. It's breezy, but it's warm. It's only like, I think it's 42 degrees. I have my long lens. I got this camera. Hope I don't get hit by a stray bullet. Right now the wind's in my favor, but as always, it's probably gonna change. I was gonna come out this morning. Glad I didn't, because my son ended up having to go home early, because I didn't even plan on hunting tonight, but my son ended up having to go home early, which is why I'm here now. And I'm glad I decided not to go, because I got to spend more time with him before I went back home. 2 weeks ago last year, it was the last week in October, I did a video called Bow Camp. We had the bow camp booked for this year, this weekend. It's a little bit better time of year, and it just worked out for everybody. At the last minute, I couldn't go. So unfortunately, there's not going to be a bow camp, Northern Michigan bow camp video this year. I will say there was success. One of the guys got a deer at the bow camp on Friday morning. Gary, he wasn't able to go either, but he was able to hunt it home, and he got one yesterday. He shot it yesterday. They recovered it today. Congrats to Gary, and congrats to Ryan. Ryan has got 2 deer. He's got 1 deer on the vlog, and then he would have had one on the vlog this year too if I would have been able to make it up there, but some unfortunate circumstances came up, and I wasn't even thinking about going to bow camp at that point. So when I was walking out, I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, there's a lot more leaves off the trees. I got this stand so high this year. It's about it's probably 4 to 5 feet higher than the stand I had up last year. Therefore, there's leaves up higher, and I cannot see into the pasture very good. I hope there's enough branches to block a bullet from hitting me. I mean, there's a lot of shooting going on. Definitely sighting in their guns. Just break, and I thought for sure it was a deer, but I think it's the turkeys. It is November 13th. We are 2 days away from Michigan firearms season. I am currently parked at my grandparents', and we are about to go bow hunting. The turkeys are out in the field right now. We got probably about 3 to 4 inches of snow. Nothing real drastic, but it's going to make it easier to see. The deer have been coming into the field during the daylight. The does have. I don't know. I haven't seen any shooter bucks on camera. Doesn't mean they're not out here. It just means they're not coming on camera. I'm going to unload the RZR real quick, park it in the garage, and then do some work on it. Not before I go out, but in the next couple of days. Then I'm going to the UP. So you guys have the UP videos to look forward to. I know a lot of people like seeing deer camp, especially people that don't get to go to deer camp. I'm fortunate enough to be able to go to deer camp every year. it's entertaining. I like it. It's fun place to go to. It's very different than hunting down here, and it's always about the experience, not much about the hunting. We do hunt though. I'm gonna get going, get walking, and I will see you guys in the stand. So if you're looking, if you see, that's the tall buck that I've been contemplating whether I'm gonna shoot. He's in the fence row. He's about 150 yards away right now. I was literally just finishing up my jalapeno burger, and I saw a doe walking down the fence row. Now I don't see the doe anymore, but I see him. I don't want to just drive off. She's over here eating. I was thinking if they walked this way, I would hop out the other side of the vehicle, try to grab my bow and see what I could do. And then on top of that, the other dilemma is the big buck that I've been after for a couple of years is out in the pasture right now. So it's going to be very hard to sneak into my stand. I do not see the doe. I think she laid down. I went up and down those weeds with this camera. She could be right there in the bottom left lower third, but he's right here. Yeah, I think she's right there. He's not being very aggressive. I think they're both a little wary of the truck because it's not usually here. I literally, like I said, I parked to, and as well I have a new dilemma. If you look there, right there's where I planted the food plot where that doe is standing, but the farmer left about, I don't know, 5 foot wide, or just like 5 feet wide of beans. I don't think he could get to. It was just too wet there. Another doe is coming out. Maybe 2 more. Another one. I think he might have lost her too. I don't know where she is. He just popped out of that fence row. Alright, so here's my plan. I turned my truck around they did not jump up and move. So I'm going to just get out right here, pull all my stuff out of this side of my truck, and then get dressed. If they don't move with all that commotion, they are really bedded down. I'm going to walk straight this way, go around the house, go down in front of the pond, and then I'm going to walk the longest way possible. And there's a chance they're going to see me, and I may not see them walk out of there. And then there's a funnel on the other side, so I should be able to walk along that funnel and then up the fence row. So there's two things in my favor. The wind is blowing hard, and the wind is blowing from the south to the north. So I should be able to walk up on them. I don't know for sure. Now, I'm going to have my backpack on me. I'm going to have an arrow knocked in my bow, and pretty much all I'm going to get to do is use my GoPro to film. Then, if that doesn't work, I'm going to walk straight across the field here and then walk the longest way possible out to my stand. This could be exciting, it could be stupid. Who knows? No matter what, I'm going to try it. We're going to give it a shot. Really wish I had like white hunting clothes. I wonder if my grandpa's got a painter suit. But they're not moving, so I'm going to start getting dressed. Obviously that didn't go as I hoped. I got about 15 yards. I didn't realize that they were down in a rut. Like there's an old rut there. So they were down, I couldn't see. I had to get pretty close to them. And I was elevated a little bit, which it's hard to tell that when you're that far away. So the odds of me seeing anything tonight are pretty slim. Yeah, I spooked like 10 deer on the way out, but there's still beans left. I'll show you guys the field. The turkeys are just tearing it up. So with the turkeys tearing it up, they might be digging up stuff that the deer want to eat. So it didn't take long for those deer to get back in the pasture. Doesn't mean they're coming here though. I highly doubt they're coming here. If any deer come in here, they weren't the ones in the pasture. But they're just out and about deer doing their thing. These dudes about to ruin my hunting. So that buck was chasing this doe, and the doe just came in my field. But he's got his eyes set in this stupid little spike, and it looks like another little doe just came out. I don't know what's gonna happen yet. I mean, that's the stupidest thing I could say, honestly. So he's over there still walking around, but those 2 does left. I think those 2 does left. And now he's eyeing some does across the pasture, so who knows what's gonna happen. I don't know why I keep saying that stupid saying.
So I'm trying to put context to this video. My camera with the long lens died. I wasn't able to get any more shots of this deer. Well, even in this video here, when those does are coming in, it's way past legal hunting hours, but the reflection from the snow makes it look so much brighter. But he chased this doe all around me, probably within 40 yards of me. He was west of me, he was south of me, he was just all in this area on the other side of the fence. In my head, I'm thinking like, I need to just get out of here so he doesn't see me. And I'm starting to put my stuff away, I got the long lens camera put away, and I'm thinking about putting this camera away. I looked down and there was 5 does standing right underneath me. At that point, I'm stuck. I couldn't get out of there without making a big fuss and letting that big buck know I'm in the area. So I just sit there, and it's already 15 minutes past legal hunting hours. My bow is put away, everything's pretty much put away except for this camera here. I can see him walking towards the fence, and about a half hour after legal hunting hours is over, he hops the fence. He's in the field, he's just standing there, he's chasing a doe, he's walking around, he's going southeast of me, so he's walking away from me, but now I'm in 45 minutes to an hour and I'm actually freezing cold. I didn't have a lot of clothes on because I walked that fence row and I didn't want to get overheated, but moronically, I didn't even think that I was going to be sitting there so long. And it was like 27 degrees, but the wind was making it so much colder, and I'm freezing. I was sweating earlier, and then I'm dressed lightly, and I'm an hour past dark. This camera battery had died before that buck came across the fence. And about an hour after light, I just got tired. I was like, I have to get out of this tree stand. So I started taking my release and I started banging it on my camera mount. It's like ting, 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 ting. All those does in front of me that looked up went right back to eating. So then I just keep beating ting, 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 because they can't see me. It's pretty dark. I'm blending into the tree really well with my camo. And I'm just like ting, 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 ting. For at least 5 straight minutes before those does finally ran off. And they slowly ran off. And the buck and the other doe that he's chasing is just standing in the field. So then I go at it again. Ting, 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 ting. Just trying to get him to walk out of there without seeing me. I'm trying to spook him, but I'm like not trying to spook him from the aspect of that they see me and they know that where I'm coming from, where I'm sitting, so on. We're an hour, 20 minutes into the dark. You know, I don't think they can hear me hitting it as good as the other does could, because the other does were 30, 40 yards away. These deer are 150 yards away and the wind is blowing. I was like, well, it's getting dark enough. Maybe I can just walk out of here. If I stay low and I walk the fence row, maybe they won't get spooked. Pack up all my stuff, get out of my stand. I'm standing at the bottom of the ladder and they're still there. And I don't have to walk past them, so I'm walking away from them. And I walk about 15 yards and then they take off. So then I get back to my truck, I leave, I get home, you know, whatever. And then I get images on my trail camera, and within a couple hours, he's back out there. That's pretty much how I'm going to end this. He's just on here chasing some does with the Spy Point trail camera. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's definitely the biggest buck I've ever seen on this property. And I mean, I've seen him on this property. I actually seen him cross the fence, even though it was past legal hunting hours, he did cross the fence. But thanks for watching. Comment down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I gotta go.